Before we get into this video, I have to give the final season of My Hero a round of applause. For real I do, because this whole season has been absolute cinema. And coming off the back of episodes 3 and 4 where Bakugo absolutely embarrassed that fraud all for one, I didn't think episode 5 was going to go as hard, I'm not going to lie. But it is setting up this final fight between Shigaraki and Deku perfectly. And to the people who said My Hero wasn't going to carry this season of anime, how wrong were you? What else was going to carry One Punch Man? But today I have to make a video covering that latest episode, because Deku vs Shigaraki next week is going to go insane. So without further ado, let's get into it. So this fight takes place immediately after Bakugo versus All For One, and Shigaraki's talking about some "I'm glad this guy's dead because it made me stronger." Like, alright bro, I didn't know you hated him that much. How can you be glad the guy is dead? But anyway, something very important happens, because in the Vestige realm, Shinamori's danger sense gets stolen by Shigaraki, which is bad news because Deku low-key needs danger sense. And Shigaraki starts flexing on Deku using his danger sense to avoid his black chain attack, and he's getting smacked around while Shigaraki taunts him about still seeing him as a human. And Deku needs time to recover what little strength he has left, so he's trying to come up with a plan to get away. But now that Shigaraki has danger sense, he can see my man. He knows what they're trying to plan. So Shigaraki is getting ready to destroy them. But Deku had a plan, because he's been forcing his muscles to flex using Black Whip so that he can store strength to the limit and use Fajin to release a full strength air attack, which does enough to interrupt Shigaraki's decay and send him flying. And low-key, Deku is cooking this man right now, because at the same time, he makes a dust cloud by applying Gear Shift's low gear to Smokescreen, which obscures Shigaraki's vision so that he can use Black Whip again. And because there's a smokescreen, Shigaraki's danger sense will keep going off so that he dodges Black Whip, but that is just Deku's cover up so that he can store more power in his legs. And this is a pretty impressive plan to come up with on the spot, so Deku is actually really showing some battle IQ right now. But unfortunately, it does not work, because Shigaraki uses Search to find Deku and attack him, which does enough damage to stop Deku's gear shift. And now my bro is getting desperate. He's trying to do a little talk no jutsu on Shigaraki, telling him that he still wants to save that little boy inside, even though he already has so much to protect. But Shigaraki still denies that he is that same crime boy from long ago. And in the Vestige realm, Naomi tells Deku to give up, because clearly he does not want to be saved, and she tells him to fight with everything that he has. But Deku won't give up, and so Kudo gives him some advice, telling him that he needs to let go of One For All, which confuses Deku. And this is the important part, so listen closely. He says this because all of Shigaraki's anger and bad memories have pulled together to become one as his mind and determination fueled by hatred. But there's an opening in the mind of Shigaraki left by Star and Stripe from their battle that his regeneration quirk can't fully heal. So this wound to his mind is useful for Deku, as with One For All, he can attack Shigaraki from within by transferring One For All to him in a forceful manner so that he can crash into that wound and strike directly to his mind. So it's a little bit of a complicated explanation, and Deku is rightfully confused, but they want to put it to the test regardless. So Kudo offers himself to be the test dummy, and this is a big gamble, because if it works, then of course Gear Shift will recoil and immobilize Shigaraki, but if it doesn't, then he'll just have Gear Shift to use freely. So Deku gets ready to put that plan into action, but unfortunately that is where they leave it off for episode 5. But this fight is being set up perfectly. I have to say it again, I'm really excited for that episode next week, but I just wanted to make a quick video talking about episode 5 and season 8 as a whole, because this season of My Hero is seriously doing some heavy lifting for this season of anime in general. And as someone who's not a manga reader, I'm really excited to see how this season is going to finish. Is My Hero going to have a good ending? I really hope so, because I want to see it as one of the goats of new gen anime, because over the years it's had a lot of ups and downs. I've been watching it pretty much since the start, but you know, there's been issues with them having like a toxic and cringe fan base. But to be honest, I feel like there's been a nice switch up in the sentiment around My Hero, because we're not looking at the fan base anymore. We don't care about them being cringe, we care about the anime. But how do you guys feel about this final season? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Make sure you like and subscribe. Next week's video will either be on Chainsaw Man or episode 6, it depends which one I'm feeling, but I'll probably do both at some point. But that's it from me, and I'll see you guys next time.